Coming up on this program, we show you how to get connected. Find out how to choose an internet service provider. Discover the newest form of communication, electronic mail.
Ways down and ready to ride. One by one, billion by billion, and holding up half the sky. Raise your hand if you're ready and willing. If you know it's time. Time for a girl on time. Time for a girl on time. Time for a
Oh, so close, yet so far. Why? Why does it do that? Anyways, hi guys. How's everybody doing? We're gonna watch some court tonight. Judge Vonda Bailey. Hi Hector. Nice to see you. Hi Mundus. Cellulite Yoga Pants. I liked your wish. I think that was a very appropriate, apropos, applicable, all the A words. Hi, Courtney. Lurking granted. Permission granted for lurking. Lurk away. Please, exclamation mark, lurk, though. If you're going to do it properly. Vicky, so lovely to see you. Always makes my day. I hope that everybody's had a great Saturday. Very busy one today for me. Lurkin' and jerkin'. That's allowed too, Creed. Go right ahead. Space Bandit. That's right. Yeah, it works. I promise. So we're going to travel by Flu Powder to the courtroom so we can watch court together. I hope somebody found John. I heard he was missing. I do go missing sometimes as well. Anyways, happy Saturday, guys. Let's go. Flu Powder. Don't worry, my boobs are still on the screen even in this shot. Thank God. So this hearing is from the other day, and I don't know what it's about. We're going to learn together. Because I'm sort of like Creed. I don't know what we're going to watch beforehand at all.
All right, we're on the record and calls number DF2512154. Councils, will you please announce for the record?
Your Honor, my name is
Gracie,
Elisa. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
Gracie Olvera and Alexandra Llanes for Lara Butt.
And this is Elisa Ryder, Your Honor, and Ainsley Slusher for Naman Dutt.
Okay, would those who intend to testify, would you please raise your right hands? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you'll give will be the truth and the whole truth?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Prior to going on the record, we discussed the pre-admitted exhibits, which would be admitted at this time. Petitioners 1 through 19 are admitted. Respondents 1 through 53 are admitted. And this is a report for de novo appeal filed by Ms. Butt. And it is the request of a.
Okay, we need to address the butt of the joke in the room. First of all, her last name's Butt, his last name's Jut. Hi, Steven, by the way. I'm not going to be able to not giggle. No. Or jiggle.
A de novo for the associate judge's report regarding the granting of respondents' special appearance. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Judge, I think that it encompasses a little bit more. I think that the de novo talks about the denial of the emergency jurisdiction request. And within that, I think there was a denial of the protective order because Judge Lee heard all of that.
That's not what's on here. What I'm reading is the respondent special appearance be granted. This court declined to exercise emergency jurisdiction and that the matter be deferred to the Supreme Court of British Columbia. Yeah, I mean, there's other things in here in terms of.
Who else is shooketh? Oh, did I get my share of the kids in the divorce who got sent over here? We got to chase viewers. Thanks for watching and joining us. Make sure to hit the like button. Even if you don't like it, you can unlike it later. Also, if you don't know, I'm from British Columbia. I can count on my hand the number of times we have heard the words British Columbia from a court in Texas. It's none until now. It's none until now. That's crazy. Is that what she just said? They said that British Columbia has jurisdiction? Me? Us?
Jurisdiction and that the matter be deferred to the Supreme Court of British Columbia.
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, there's other things in here in terms of what they believe their grounds are, but that's all that's before me in terms for the request of de novo.
And Your Honor, if I might interject, the day following our hearing before Judge Lee, Lorraine Butt turned around, filed an entirely
Again,
new
Judge, she
proceeding.
is testifying
I
to
am
you.
not
And
testifying,
she's
Your
going
Honor.
to,
I am bringing matters to this court's attention, and I have the absolute right to do that.
Hold
be
on.
an attorney, or she's going to be a witness.
I'm only entertaining the de novo appeal. Anything else you all say, I'm gonna cut you off every single time. I do
All right.
nothing
Very
to
good.
this hearing. In order to keep a clean record, we have to stay on track.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Attorney O'Vera, would you like to make an opening statement at this time?
No, Judge, I'm going to waive opening.
All right. Attorney, am I saying it right, Ryder?
Writer, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Would you like to make an opening statement at this
I
time?
would, Your Honor. Simply put, this is a Hague Convention case. Ms. Butt has wrongfully retained 3 children aged 5 and under.
I'm going to object, Judge.
Zane.
She is going into matters that are not.
Wow. So the Hague case refers to the Hague Convention, which governs international parenting agreements broadly. If you travel, if you cross borders with children internationally and there is a dispute towards their custody, something about the Hague Convention comes into play. Because it's almost like in America where you guys have ICPC, like interstate compact agreements. You also globally have signed some of those with larger other countries. And so it seems like what they've got going on here is a case where somehow they're claiming Victoria or BC has jurisdiction. Creed told you to lurk and jerk. That's okay. That's allowed. I love having you guys. Thanks for being here.
Before the court.
Sustain.
Your Honor, we have findings out of the Supreme Court of British Columbia that these parties are habitual residents of Canada, as are their children. The Canadian Supreme Court has superior jurisdiction of all matters pertaining to this case. And given the impact of the Hague Convention,
Again, Judge,
we are
I'm going to
looking
object
to-
because she's going into matters that are not before the court. We're not hearing the Hague Convention case.
Sustain.
Your Honor, if I may call my first witness.
You may proceed.
I
Thank
think
you.
I was the petitioner.
O'Vera is the movement. Attorney O'Vera is the movement.
All right, sorry, go ahead.
Attorney O'Vera?
I'm going to call my client, Ms. Butt. And Judge, just for clarification, how much time do we have?
You all have 15 minutes aside.
Okay. Ms. Butt, state your full name for the court.
Lorraine Shiza Butt.
Okay, and you are the petitioner in this case, correct?
Correct.
And you brought a case for the divorce, some orders regarding your child, and you also brought a separate action for a protective order, correct?
Correct.
Are you the victim of family violence, ma'am?
Correct. Yes, I am.
Oh, I wasn't cheering about family violence. I was cheering about Mac the Knife. 14 months of support. Thank you so much. Your favorite Hawaiian island. Come on, I want to lay ya. Love that one. Been there many times.
Objection calls for
When
legal.
was the last incident of family violence?
Saturday, June 21st, 2025.
Hold on,
Your
one,
Honor,
hold on 1 second. There was an objection made. Attorney Ryder,
yes, Your Honor. This is hearsay, Your Honor.
sustain.
I asked when was the last incident of family violence, Judge? Is that what you're sustaining?
She said, no, this, well, then there were 2 objections made. I just didn't catch the second one. The first one was, are you the victim of family violence? That's not the last question you asked, right, counsel?
No, I asked when was the last incident of family violence?
Okay, so that's what, while you were still speaking, Attorney Ryder was making the objection. So let's go back. The first question was, are you a victim of family violence? She said, correct, I am. Attorney Ryder objected to calls for a legal conclusion. I'm overruling that one. And then the next question was, when was the last incident of family violence? And she was answering Saturday, June. Attorney Ryder, your objection was hearsay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, she didn't finish answering the question.
And
So,
it doesn't call for hearsay.
ma'am, when was the last incident of family violence?
Saturday, June 21st, 2025.
Okay. Attorney O'Vera, you may ask your next question.
So ma'am, what was happening this day between you and your husband?
We recently just had our 3rd child, May 22nd of this year, and we were planning a party. And I'm discussing finances, as was he, in our children's bedroom. And I gave my 2 cents in terms of finances and how we do not have an X amount of whatever it may be in terms of vendors or whatnot. This has been a past issue as well, as he does not like it if I give my ideas to him.
Objection narrative.
Okay, ma'am,
Sustain.
ma'am, let me ask another question.
Sure.
So I need you to say exactly what happened between you and your husband when the family violence occurred.
Leading.
Overruled.
Ma'am, go ahead.
Sure, I made a financial suggestion. He did not like anything that I had to say. He
Objection
proceeded.
non-responsive.
He
Who started
Hold on 1
sharing the
second. The
screen?
question
What is
was-
going on? Whoa. Everything escalated so quickly. What the fuck? Who started sharing their screen? This is very contentious. Butt versus jut. A jut in the butt. I'm also, this judge, you should know, by the way, if you don't watch this judge very often, she is one of the strictest judges with times. I have seen her literally interrupt people, lawyers, mind you, not just people, but lawyers, and they're out of time. She'll cut them off at the most inopportune moment. What happened here? Look, it's all one screen. Like, I know how somebody's starting to share their screen is what's happening.
Sure, I made a financial suggestion. He did not like anything that I had to say. He
Objection
proceeded.
non-responsive.
He
Hold on 1 second. The question was, I need you to say exactly what happened between you and your husband when the family violence. Sustain. Attorney O'Vera, rephrase your question.
Ma'am, what happened that you consider is family violence? What happened between you and your husband?
Numan went into our kitchen and pulled out a knife.
Oh my gosh. NPC, you're making me feel so pretty and beautiful. Thank you. I appreciate that. Adam is here. Thank you for saying hello. I wore this dress just for you guys tonight. I knew you would all like it. Get to the family violence. We don't really care why you fought. It's funny. People think that judges care why you fought. They don't. They really don't. They need to know what happened. Thank you again, NPC. I accidentally went back 10 seconds, by the way. You're not having deja vu.
what happened that you consider is family violence? What happened between you and your husband?
Numan went into our kitchen and pulled out a knife against me, my children, my 2 children, Zayn and Zara, and also stated that he was going to kill himself. And he stated that he will kill me and
Dramatic reading, commence. Okay, we haven't done this in a while. This looks like it's from, oh my gosh. Why is that different colored? Are you allowed to, how do you text different colors within a message? Is this WhatsApp? I sound old. I am not that old, and I don't understand. Is it it's like part of that text. What is going on? That's a screenshot with a highlight? But you can just highlight that part? Okay. First of all, objection to the annotations on the exhibit. Secondly, nobody has moved to share this exhibit. Secondly, right? Who is sharing this? Where did this fucking come from? This is why courts lock this shit down. In court, you can't just walk up and be like tossing screenshots around the courtroom. I mean, you could, but I don't think it would work. But let me read this anyways. But here, so this, the problem is I can't tell if it's her or him. I'm going to read it as if it's him. I'm not planning this party anymore. I'm done with losing myself in the process. Oh, now it sounds like a woman. I don't have it in me anymore to listen to nonsense stuff. Sounds like a man. I'll just get blamed again for not buying a dresser. So I'm done. I give up. And I can't wait to unalive. Today's been the hardest day ever for me. I'm sorry to you and my kids. I can't handle myself anymore. And then it says just below, I'm scared I will unalive myself. That is a cry for help. That's a serious cry for help. Can somebody put up the national crisis line in the chat like we do? And the trigger warning? I think it's texting 988, by the way, if you or anybody you know is struggling with thoughts of suicide. I don't know the dresser thing either. Probably some sort of trigger point.
and the children, and followed up in
Objection, Your Honor, to the extent that this is hearsay as to what my client might have said.
That's not hearsay, Judge. That's an admission by a party opponent.
Overrule.
He
Go
pers-
ahead.
he pushed and slapped me and the children while coming back to the children's bedroom with a knife in his hand. Proceeded to say that he's going to kill himself because he cannot take this anymore.
Objection narrative.
He proceeds to close the door.
Hold on, ma'am. The judge has to rule on the objection.
Sure.
Sustain, Attorney O'Vera, you may ask your next question.
Did he threaten the children in any way?
He did. He said he's going to cut up the children.
Objection, hearsay. This is, again, an out-of-court statement offered to prove the truth of the matter asserted within the statement.
But
Your
it's
Honor.
a
This
party
isn't a-
to the fucking litigation. The immediate and ultimate exemption to hearsay, which is that person is there. They're in court. That's not how hearsay works. It's an out-of-court statement made by somebody not involved in the litigation, not a named party.
Admission by a party opponent.
She's saying her husband said it, right? Who's present?
Yes,
Okay, overrule.
go ahead, ma'am.
He stated he's going to cut me and the children, and stated that if anyone comes near him, he will kill me and the children.
And were the kids present during the time that he made these statements?
Yes, they were. Yes.
Was he holding the knife at the time that he made these statements?
Yes.
And this exhibit that I have up as marked as Exhibit 17, does that talk about the issues you were having that day?
Yes.
And in this exhibit, he says he's done and he can't wait to die, correct?
Correct.
He also says that he's scared that he will kill himself, correct?
Correct.
At any point, ma'am, did he write an exhibit to you saying that he was worried about killing somebody else?
Yes, correct.
Do you remember if it was?
Objection leading, Your Honor.
Sustain, don't lead.
Okay, ma'am, has he ever threatened anybody else aside from you and the children?
Objection, speculation on the part of the witness.
It's not,
Attorney Rivera rephrase your question.
ma'am, has he ever threatened anybody else?
He has threatened the children.
Okay, has he ever threatened a third party aside from yourself and the children?
Objection leading.
That's not leading, Judge. I'm asking if he's done it.
It's absolutely leading. It calls for the answer within the question, Your Honor.
I already
No.
ruled. I said overruled.
It's not leading. She can answer it yes or no. Isn't that right? Is this all about planning a party? That is crazy. What kind of party? I'm gonna go get my new special pan I got to show you guys.
You can answer, ma'am.
Sure. He stated he would kill himself.
Did he say
Objection,
also?
excuse me, objection, non-responsive, move to strike.
Which part?
The question was as to a third party. The response was specific as to Mr. Jutt. It was
I'm-
non-responsive.
I'm reading. He stated that he would kill himself, and the Attorney O'Vera started to say, "Did he say?" So were you moving the strike? What Attorney O'Vera was getting ready to ask?
No, ma'am, what I heard with my old ears, I thought was that Ms. Butt had volunteered a response as to Mr. Jutt specifically, rather than as to threats to third parties, which was the question.
I didn't catch. That's not what I catch.
Okay, all right.
May I
Okay.
proceed, Judge?
Yes.
Okay, so here on the screen, ma'am, it even says exactly, I don't know what else I'll be able to do. I might kill someone. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
I don't want to be here. I don't want to be this person, correct?
Correct.
Was this sent to you immediately before or after the incident where he picked up the knife and started threatening you?
After the incident.
Have you ever had any problems with your husband to this magnitude before?
No.
How long have the issues between you and your husband been going on?
Ever since we've gotten married.
So, ma'am, has he been violent with you before June the 21st, 2025?
Yes, he has.
Do you remember how many times he's been violent with you?
A lot, like a lot.
Objection,
pages-
non-responsive.
2 pages long.
Second. I think the reason why I'm not catching it is because you all are talking at the same time.
My camera or my application is lagging really bad, and I think that might be part of the reason.
Okay, so what I see is question, do you remember how many times he was violent with you? And her response was a lot, like a lot. Attorney Ryder, you objected to which part?
Your Honor,
Well, actually, before you do that, I wanted to clarify something because I looked into it and I don't think they're correct. So if there is no Supreme Court of British Columbia, there's a Superior Court of British Columbia, which is above the appeal court and above the like just regular BC courts. But there's only one Supreme Court, and that's a federal Supreme Court. And so the case would, if it's in British Columbia, would be going to Superior Court, not Supreme Court. Just to clarify. That might be fucked up in the, if they read that wrong or write that wrong, that might mess them up.
she also responded like 2 pages long And I was objecting to the response being non-responsive.
Only non-responsive part I could grant is after she said a lot. And she
Okay.
said,
Yes, ma'am. That's it.
so sustain.
Okay, Judge, Ms. Yanis is gonna help me with the exhibits because for some reason they are not opening on my computer.
Okay.
So,
Ma'am, we just
ma'am,
saw them all.
I'm gonna ask Alex to bring up what's been marked as Exhibit 11. And Exhibit 11 is copies of some pictures. You took those pictures, correct?
Correct.
I'm going to object to the fact that we don't have any dates on these pictures. We have no
Judge,
idea when they
they've
happened.
already been admitted and these objections have been made.
The, all the objections prior to, at the start of the hearing, 1 through 19 were admitted for petitioner and respondents 1 through 53 were admitted.
Okay. Your Honor, I would still respectfully request some timeline as to when the what date is this tied to?
She can use her time on that, Judge, and if she's interrupting me consistently, is this gonna count against my time?
No, what I do is start the other person's time whenever you object.
Okay, okay. May I proceed, Judge?
Yes,
Okay, so ma'am, you see the pictures, correct?
Correct.
And tell me when you took these pictures.
June 28th, 2022.
And ma'am, what happened between you and your husband that time that you came out with these bruises?
Another verbal argument between us.
What did he do to you?
He pinned me to the
Objection,
wall.
Your Honor, leading.
That's not meeting, Judge.
overruled. She asked, what did he do to you?
What did he do to you, ma'am?
He pinned me to the wall and didn't like that I was discussing something and was proceeding to literally twist my arms and dig his nails into my arms.
Were the children present during this time?
Yes, they were.
Did they witness it?
Yes.
Did you call the police?
I did a week later due to another incident.
Okay, did you make a report with the police about another incident?
July 7th, 2022, I made the report.
Okay. Pick up, bring up the video. number 12.
2022. And then you had another baby with him?
Is this one of the reports that you made? The one that's marked as Exhibit 9?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am, and why did you call the police at this time?
Your Honor, may I take the witness on voir dire?
Yes.
I will ask that Ms. Yanez move down to page, actually, the first, second, third,
Hold on one
fourth
second.
page, which is actually marked page 2 of 3 at the bottom. It says restricted at the top. It says Larab advised she wants to be talked to about their ongoing verbal arguments.
Hold on one second. Can you all hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Hey, hold on one second.
Oh my god, this is like all the court stuff. Voir dire, oh, it hurts my Canadian heart. Voir dire, I think it would be voir dire? Voir dire? I don't know. Who am I kidding? I speak English. And quite poorly, probably. Occurrence report. Don't fight in front of your kids, by the way. Yeah, I always answer the judges. I always answer the judges unless they email me. And then I think it's fake. And for safety reasons, I don't respond. Yeah. Voir dire. Voir dire is how most Americans do say voir dire. Voir dire. Voir. 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 Thanks, Brooklyn. Oh, thank y'all. Does anybody want to guess how many steps I've done today since I woke up?
I'm
Judge,
thinking there's a
what's wrong
lag
with
on
Judge?
this camera too. Can you all hear me clearly?
Yeah, you're clear as
Yes,
day.
ma'am.
I can hear you, Judge.
All right, I think it's a delay on using this camera too, but we'll push through. Attorney Ryder, you may proceed.
Thank you, Ms. Yanez. Would you please move down to page, what would be number 4, moving down 2 more pages?
Judge, I'm gonna ask, why is she taking her on voir dire? Because this seems more like cross than voir dire.
Well, Your Honor, we're making representations about this police report, and I think it needs to be clarified, and that's what I'd like to do.
That would be on cross, Judge.
Specifically, what would you be taking her on voir dire about with the police report?
So the police report indicates, was any offense committed during this incident? Response, no. It is, were the children present? Yes. On page 3, it indicates that Larabe simply wishes to have someone at the police department talk to her husband about verbal disagreements that she has had with her husband. There is nothing here that talks about physical violence in this police report. This is being represented as a report of physical abuse. There is nothing speaking to physical abuse in this police report. There is, she was offered information about intimate partner violence. She refused it. So
Wow.
again, if we're speaking in terms of alleged abuse, this court needs to understand that this is being blown way out of
I
proportion.
hate every picture I
And
take of
Ms.
myself.
Ryder is just arguing, Judge, instead of actually making an objection or giving you a reason to take the witness on voir dire. Everything she just said is on cross.
And I inclined to agree with Attorney O'Vera, Attorney Ryder. Everything you just said would be something that you would question her about on cross-examination.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Attorney O'Vera, you may proceed.
So ma'am, on that day when you went to the police to make that report, what was the reason for it?
That he had put his hands on me again.
Okay, and when you told the police about it, did you ask them to press charges or do anything to him?
Objection hearsay, Your Honor.
I'm asking about her statements, Judge.
The question was,
Did you ask them to
when
do
you
anything
told the
about it?
police about it, did you ask them to press charges or do anything to him? Overrule. Ma'am, you may answer that question.
Yes, Officer James and Officer Ryan told
You
me
cannot tell me, ma'am, you cannot tell me what somebody else
Right.
told you.
sorry,
Listen to my question. Did
Sure.
you ask them to press charges or to do anything to him?
I did.
And did he get any charges filed against him, as far as you know?
No,
Objection calls for speculation on the part of the witness.
I asked what she knew, Judge.
Overrule. She asked her as far as you know.
Did he have any charges filed against him, ma'am, as far as you know?
no,
Okay, ma'am, did you have other incidents of violence after that?
yes, I did.
So I'm gonna ask Ms. Yanis to bring up exhibit number 12, which is a video.
A video? We get to watch a video? Oh shit. Buckle the fuck up. I knew we did this for a
And
reason on
Judge, Ms. Yanis
Saturday.
is gonna play it and I'm gonna mute myself because we're in the same office.
Yeah,
Okay.
mute. Oh my god, we got a video.
What the
Also,
fuck? Why don't you come here for Eid? Why don't you fucking do all this shit?
Do you talk
Can't you
to
do that?
them?
Yes, I did try
No,
to talk
you
to
don't
them.
talk to them. You talk to them
Yeah.
once a year. What are you doing?
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like fighting. I really don't. I don't like it. I'm sorry,
Okay,
trigger
ma'am.
warning,
That video
belatedly.
was of you and your husband, correct?
Yes, correct.
Do you remember more or less when that happened?
Yes, Friday, June 20th, 2025, this year.
Was that before you came to the United States?
Correct.
Now, ma'am, there's been a lot of talk about you having lived in Canada. You're not denying that, correct?
Yeah, I'm not denying that.
Briefly explain to the court how it is that you came to the United States.
Due to having a third child, I was still in the postpartum period. We decided that I'd be coming to Dallas for my recovery and spending time with family. on July the 30th.
And who actually brought you to the United States?
Numan, my
How
husband.
did he bring you? Did he drive you, put you on a plane? What did he do?
We crossed the border altogether due to Zachariah not having a Canadian passport.
Okay, and when he crossed you over the border into the United States, where did he drop you off?
In Bellingham,
Where is that? What
Uh,
state?
so near
That's in
Seattle.
Seattle.
And then,
You're telling me he just fucking took you over the border and left you there? That means they're probably from Vancouver. To be honest, she would be better off with this case being heard out of Texas. Possibly. That's my thoughts. Just north of Seattle, baby. That's where I am on Vancouver Island, if you want to look it up. That's a humble brag.
from Seattle, where did you go?
Then to Dallas.
Did he buy you the tickets to get to Dallas?
Correct, yes.
Did he provide you any funds once you got here?
No,
Okay, did he buy the tickets for your children to travel to Dallas?
yes,
Now, ma'am, you understand that your husband is saying that this state does not have any jurisdiction over him, correct?
correct.
Where were you and he married?
In Dallas, Texas,
And when was that?
July 13th, 2018.
Since that time that you came or that you got married, how many times have you and the
But here's the thing. I was also married in Texas, in Galveston, Texas. And it wouldn't make my divorce or custody arrangement have to happen in Texas any more than it would then. Even though we both lived in British Columbia after getting married in Texas. The thing about Texas and many places, most places, is that they let anybody get married. You don't have to be from Texas. I was a Canadian marrying a Canadian, and all we had to do was arrive 3 days early and go down to City Hall and get us a marriage license, and that was fine.
children returned to Texas?
About 8 times or more.
Okay, has your husband returned to Texas since then?
No,
Has he known each and every time that you have come to Texas with the children?
yes, correct.
And each time that you come to Texas, it's with his help and his consent, correct?
Correct.
Now, Judge, can I have a time check, please?
Yes, you have 4 minutes and 48 seconds left. Attorney Ryder, you have 13 minutes and 14 seconds left.
Thank you.
Okay, Judge, I'm gonna pass the witness.
All right, Attorney Ryder?
I'm going to ask my colleague, Ms. Slusher, to share her screen and to bring Mother's Exhibit 9, that Halton Regional Police report, back up again, please. And thank you. Let's move to page, what is actually page 3, come down past the cover letter. Two more. Stop there. All right. So I'm sorry, under one more page down, then general report, the next page. Do you see, Ms. Butt, would you please put yourself back on? And do you come back down, please, Ainsley? Back up, rather. Do you see that what is typed there? Can you read that first line under what's redacted?
No criminal offense took place.
And then can you read the next line for the court?
No further action pending new evidence or information.
All right. Now, coming down on that same page, do you see, was any offense committed during this incident? What's the response? Number
No,
1. I'm sorry?
no,
And then it says to list the names and birth dates of all persons involved, including children who reside at the residence. There's a reference up above. Is that correct?
correct.
Now, you just testified that my client had never returned to Texas. In fact, my client came to Texas with you and the children in May or June of 2024. Isn't that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Well, Alex, two non-U.S. citizens getting married in the U.S. still is a valid marriage. So, for example, the reason that I did that is because I got married on a cruise ship, and cruise ships have no jurisdiction. So you actually can't get married at sea on a cruise ship. You need to have a port of call that will issue a marriage certificate, because cruise lines, as of yet, don't have their own marriage certificates that they're allowed to issue. So that's usually the biggest reason. Or if you were, your family lived in a city or a state where it sounds like her family does. They live in Dallas, Texas, and so they got married there. That sort of makes sense to me as well. No, I don't follow many local cases. And every flag does have every ship does have a flag that defines their jurisdiction. What you'll find is that most cruise ships are flagged out of Panama or a few other nations that are strategically chosen, and it doesn't impart upon the ship constant jurisdictional rights, if you understand what I mean. So even though they sail under that flag, it doesn't actually make it so that they are that country wherever they are, sovereign sort of place. And so the laws of where you are apply wherever you're on a cruise ship. So if you're in port, the laws of that port will apply. If you're in international waters, then international law applies. Alex, yes, absolutely, it was 100% recognized. I'm positive that most jurisdictions recognize foreign marriage licenses. We had a marriage license from Texas. I'm sure I still have it somewhere. And when I brought it back here, they registered it, and we were A-okay. When I got divorced, I did that here. Nobody let Texas know. Do I have to let Texas know about that? Ah!
You just lied to the court. Correct?
No.
I may not have understood the question, but he's visited, yes, but he did not come with us.
Objection, non-responsive, Your Honor. It called for a yes or a no.
No, no,
So you're lying to the court again then?
no.
Objection, Judge. It's just harassment.
Overrule.
I will ask that my colleague please bring up Exhibit 13-2, Father's Exhibit 13-2. Ma'am, do you recall, while that's happening, do you recall texting via WhatsApp with your husband while you were here in Dallas, at least for a period of time?
Yes,
All right. And do you recall texting with him on or about August 3rd, 2025?
yes.
Will you please read for the court to the right of what's marked Father's Exhibit 13-2, beginning with "This is so stupid."
This is so stupid. My dad's not normal. He just acts normal.
Keep going.
He ruins every cushy. I don't know what to feel right now. He's like, go home ASAP and tell your mom leave too.
Now, in fact, ma'am, there had been an altercation between your brother, Shahroz Butt, and your father, Salahuddin Khan, at your father's home in the presence of you and your children sometime preceding this text. Is that correct?
Judge, and I'm going to object as to relevance. I don't know what that has to do with the special appearance.
Attorney Ryder, what is the relevance?
Your Honor, the relevance is we're talking about alleged family violence. The violence that's occurring is here in Dallas.
Okay, but the question is whether she was present, Judge, and if she wasn't present, then she can't testify about it. But I still say
She
it has
was
nothing to
present, Your
do-
Honor.
It still
sorry.
has nothing to do with Mr. Judd's special appearance.
I didn't finish hearing Attorney Ryder's response. I think there was some lag there.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Your Honor, I think it has everything to do with the special appearance in terms of allegations and the credibility of those allegations against my client.
So as far as I can see, the word cushy means pleasure or something happy. So what I think is happening is this is their child texting them. So technically this is hearsay. This is child hearsay. Well, is it though with a text message? Yeah, because it's somebody else's text message allegedly. This is so stupid. My dad's not normal. He just acts normal. He ruins every good thing. I don't know what to feel right now. He said, go home ASAP and tell your mom to leave too. She replies, I was scared of that too. Okay, come home. He writes, what do I do now? And then the father takes over. Punctuation is back. Capitalization is back. And we see, sorry, Zane took phone. Very sad. Very sad. And then what does it say below that? Whatever is easy. Again, my mama heart would, although this happened one time with my daughter. She sort of did that one time. Can you come pick up Persephone? You have to come get her right now. And I was like, what? What's the matter? You just got to come get her. And then it turns out she had taken the phone. Oh. Speak of the Persephone devil.
Overrule.
Ms. Butt, you had asked your husband to please be able to not only come home with the children, but from Dallas, Texas, to your habitual home in Canada, but to be able to bring your mother and your brother with you. Is that correct?
Objection, Judge, to multifarious and assumes facts not in evidence.
Sustain as to multifarious, one question at a time.
All right. Ma'am, did you ask your husband for permission to bring your brother and your mother home to Canada with you and the children?
Can you please repeat your question?
I can repeat
Ma'am.
it back to her. She
Thank
said, you ask your husband for permission to bring your brother and your mother home to Canada with you and the children.
Yes, I did.
All right, and ma'am, if you will keep looking at this exhibit 13-2, can you read that third balloon in white? That is what you texted to your husband, is it not?
Yes, it is.
Can you read what that says for the court, please?
Why, when mom comes, we fight
No,
there.
no, 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 no. Coming down 1, 2, 3, beginning, he's like, go home ASAP and tell your mom leave too. Do you see that, ma'am?
Yes, I do.
And you were referring to your mother and your brother there, correct?
Yes.
And look at me, I got it wrong, Mikey. You can come to Canada, you need a passport. Hate to tell you. But I think as an American you can. Yes, come to Canada. Come visit anytime. So I got that wrong. This is her texting him despite whatever. What a weird little fight to watch. I prefer it when they fight overtly. You need a place to stay. You've always got a place to stay, baby. Preed probably can't come. He's on a gambling watch list.
All right. I will ask that Ms. Slusher please bring up exhibit 13-1. Now, I want to be clear. You continuously resided from 2018 until July 30th, 2025 in Canada. All of your children were born in Canada. Is that correct?
Correct.
Right. If you will bring up that 13-1, let's see here. Are you in 13-1, ma'am, discussing with your husband when you want to leave Dallas-Fort Worth and come back to Canada with your children?
That's not my intent to come back.
Objection, non-responsive.
Sustain. Ma'am, the question was, you're discussing with your husband when you want to leave Dallas-Fort Worth and come back to Canada with your children.
You gotta book flights. You can't
That was
be
the
last
question.
minute.
Calls for a yes or a no, ma'am.
No.
In fact, ma'am, when you say, my client asks, I want to get tickets booked up at the top right, correct? Hey, tell me your day. Do you want to come back? I'm getting cheap flights. And then you respond, middle of that screen, June 21st. Do you see that, ma'am?
Yes, I do.
And do you see where you also said, because Ba is home? Is that your nickname for your twin brother?
My other brother, but yes.
All right. And then down below, Naman says that he will go ahead and book those tickets. Okay. Yes.
Yes.
All right. And you wanted to verify that he will be back from his trip in Pakistan by that point. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And you also specified that you want to fly into Vancouver in Canada, right?
At the time being, yes.
Objection non-responsive, strike everything after or prior to yes.
Sustained.
Now, if we could flip to Exhibit 13H, please.
I can't fly to Vancouver. Jesus Christ. A paragraph.
Ma'am, am I correct? Let's come on down here.
Or the
A
next
little bit further down,
contestant.
a little bit further down. Okay, stop there. You blame your husband for Zane being on the autism spectrum. Is that correct?
Correct.
Objection, Judge. What does that have to do with the special appearance?
Counsel, what's the relevance?
Your Honor, again, we're back to credibility. I think that's a huge issue for this case.
Sustained.
You offer, can we go to Exhibit 13J, please? Now here, come on down. Your husband is asking what your plan is for your return. Is that correct? This would have been September 4th, 2025. Is that correct?
Correct.
Right. And you offer up, I believe that there is going to be, as we go on down, that you are offering up flexible custody. Is that correct? Flexible joint custody specifically to your husband. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right. Can we go to Exhibit 13M, please?
I also offer flexible joints, but different
Now,
meaning.
This is September 1st. My client is offering to please come to Dallas to at least pick up Zane so that he can be enrolled as agreed in school in Canada. Can you read at the top of that white balloon, please, on that exhibit?
None of our children are leaving my side. I will tell you that right now.
Thank you, ma'am. That's all I asked you to read. Moving on, Ms. Slusher, would you please pull up Exhibit 24? While that's happening, am I correct, Ms. Butt, that you had threatened your husband with a knife and you testified to that at our hearing on June 30th? Is that
Stop threatening
correct?
people.
No.
Ma'am, you testified to the fact that you threatened your husband not only with a knife, you also threatened to destroy a $4,000 painting in your home with that knife. Is that correct?
No,
that
I did not.
Objection, Judge.
Humble fucking
Multifarious.
brag. $4,000 painting in the house. Humble brag.
Oh, sustained. The first question was, ma'am, you testified that you threatened your husband with a knife. Then the second question, and you destroyed a painting in the home with that knife.
You threatened to destroy a painting in the home with that knife.
Okay, you threatened to destroy a painting in that home, in your home with that knife. Is that correct?
I did not do it, but no.
Objection non-responsive. In fact, on June 30th, you testified that you had threatened to destroy that painting using that knife. Did you not, ma'am?
No.
Your Honor, this misrepresents what happened at that prior hearing.
Objection,
and
Judge. She is
shows credibility.
testifying.
Do you have Exhibit 24 ready to roll?
Sustained, no
You have to be
sidebar.
pretty rich from Pakistan to come to Canada, allegedly. Remember, these people lived in Canada mostly, and the court believes that the jurisdiction lies with the Superior Court of British Columbia. Happens to be where I live, British Columbia. But they asked for a de novo appeal, which means the trial within a trial, but it was really, really narrowed into this one issue, whether he's made this special appearance, and the judge is probably going to make a ruling today. I'm probably going to put my foot in my fucking mouth having said that, because she never does, but I have a feeling she might. I don't know. I really don't know, though. I really don't know. Also, cases like this are absolutely not broadcasted where we live. I would not be able to pull any of this up. I've already looked.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I wasn't trying to engage in sidebar. I simply was trying to ask Ms. Slusher for her assistance.
No, before that, when you said what she was misrepresenting what happened at the prior hearing.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, do you recall so you come to Dallas, there is an altercation between your brother and your father, is that correct?
I don't know anything about that.
You reported that altercation. You reported that altercation to your husband, did you not?
No, there was an argument.
All right, let's go with that. Can you pull up Exhibit 24? And as we're queuing, sorry.
I don't know. Like, I'm not even kidding right now. I'm really not trying to stretch this with you, and I'm not starting anything, by the way. I hope you understand your wife's mindset. The reason why I keep thinking about you, and it's like, oh, I'll bring my mom and she goes home. Because Dave's
What the fuck is happening? I walk away for 1 second. That's not my fault, by the way. Was that my fault? I don't know. Do I have to go back? What happened there? Is the lawyer playing this on another part of her computer or something like that? Jesus Christ.
independent. My dad works. They don't fucking need them here. But she's here and just plays all day. No one talks to her. I don't know if there's something I can do. If I was in Canada, and why not she wants to move to Canada then? That way I have support. I have family. She's in any island. My dad wants to be in his own zone. You know, my mom's more there. That's what they're thinking. And no, honestly, she's gonna live with this because we all know that you don't want that. But I'm saying maybe she can have some sort of help life there.
Let's end it there. All right. Now, Ms. Butt, does that help refresh your recollection about asking to bring your brother and your mother back to Canada with you as recently as August 3rd or 4th, 2025?
There's too many actors in the recording.
Ma'am, you recall leaving a voicemail message for your husband on WhatsApp on August 3rd or 4th, 2025. Is that correct?
No.
That wasn't your voice that we just played?
There are too many echoes in the recording.
Saying what we all think.
Your Honor, I hope that you are able to review that exhibit as we go on. Now, ma'am, so there were blocks of time. You also testified, ma'am, that you had no financial support while you were here. Is that correct?
No.
Yes, you did. So, ma'am, do you recall?
Objection, Judge, to the sidebars.
Sustained, no sidebar.
All right. Do you recall having $2,000 in cash when you left Canada and came to the USA with the children?
Yes, that is mine. He did not give that to me.
Canadian or US?
Objection, non-responsive, strike everything after yes.
Sustained, and motion to strike granted. Attorney Ryder, you have 1 minute left.
Ma'am, you have retained the children in Dallas, notwithstanding the Canadian orders ordering you to return these children on September 12th, 2025 to your husband. Is that correct?
Objection multifarious, Judge.
That's not multifarious, Your Honor.
Ma'am, you have retained the children in Dallas. notwithstanding the Canadian orders. It's one question. Is, ma'am, you have retained the children in Dallas notwithstanding the Canadian orders ordering you to return these children on September 12th, 2025 to your husband. Is that correct?
I didn't know about the order.
If I may, Ms. Butt, you received copies of these orders by virtue of Ms. Natasha Kalusik sending them to you the very day that they were entered, September 10th, 2025, via WhatsApp. Did you not?
This was after they made the order. I am concerned about the safety of my children.
Objection non-responsive.
Sustain.
Your Honor, I'd ask that the witness be directed to respond directly to the question asked.
Okay, Ms. Butt, the question was, Ms. Butt, you received copies of these orders by virtue of Ms. Kalusik sending to you the very day that they were entered, September 10th, 2025, via WhatsApp. Did you not?
No.
Objection, Your Honor. The court will please take into account, bear with me,
Objection.
Yeah, what is the legal objection?
bear with me. Father's Exhibit 14 and 14A, Your
She's
Honor.
gonna run out
And
of
I realize that
time.
I'm out of time. I'd simply ask that you take judicial notice of Father's Exhibits 14 and 14A, which are respectively Ms. Kalusik's WhatsApp message to Ms. Butt on September 10th, 2025, and also an email that includes actually Mother's exhibits, what she's marked as exhibits 1 through 5, were attached to that email from Ms. Kalusik in Canada to my client, to Ms. Butt. She was well aware that there were.
Objection, Judge. Now she is testifying.
Attorney Ryder, and the court will take judicial notice of all contents of the court's file. However, the court cannot take judicial notice of any exhibits. The court will review them and give them their proper weight.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're out of time. Attorney Olvera, you have 4 minutes and 44 seconds left.
Okay, so Ms. Butt, I have one question for you, and then I'm gonna question your husband. Did you know about this filing before your husband went and got this order in Canada?
No, I was not made any sort of notice. No, I did not know.
And that order is actually entitled an order without notice, correct?
Correct, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna pass the witness, Judge, and I'm gonna call Mr. Judd.
Okay, go ahead.
Mr. Judd.
So just so we know, a multifarious objection means when you object to multiple things. Objection hearsay, objection speculation, objection calls for facts not in evidence. Multifarious. It is so broad, it covers multiple things. That's what that means, instead of saying all of them. Sort of a catch-all.
Judd, now you don't deny, sir, do you, that you threatened your wife with a knife on June the 21st, 2025, correct?
I deny.
You deny. Did you threaten your children with a knife?
I deny.
Do you have any explanation as to why your wife had bruises on her?
Yes, it was an act of self-defense. When she came up to me, yelling at me, I just grabbed her hands and moved them down and walked away.
You had to grab her to the point that you left marks and bruises on her.
Yes, she was pulling my hair.
Pull up Exhibit 14, please. I'm going to show
Thank
you
you so
what's been marked as Exhibit 14, sir.
20 months. Oh my
So
gosh.
what exactly were you doing to defend yourself when you slapped your wife and left a bruise on her face?
Objection.
I did not do that.
So she just has a mark on her face and you have no idea what happened to her, correct?
I've never been committed of family violence before.
I didn't
and
ask you that. Objection non-responsive.
Sustain. Hold on one second, Attorney Olvera. Attorney Ryder,
Mhm.
I think I heard you say objection. I didn't hear a legal objection.
Like, if I took a picture of myself right now, I could be like, look at that bruise on my face. And that's just like some weird dimple that I have. But like, angles are important. You can make something look like that. Thank you again, Erica, for your support. 20 months, late fee accepted. Did I say how many steps yet? No, not yet. Lizette, hello. But seriously, look, like in the right light, look. Oh, I'm bruised. I'm bruised. Somebody bruised me. But in a different light, it's not. So I don't know who I'm siding with yet. We only get 4 minutes from Dad? I'm fucking conflicted. I hate the time limits on this from this judge.
Your Honor, I'm not seeing.
Wait, Billy says 22 months, thank you. Of course I like it rough, Bill. And I don't complain about bruises, let me tell you. I like to sit pretty.
Bruises in this exhibit. It assumes, I understand the exhibit has been entered, but it's sort of assuming facts not in evidence. And that's all I have on that, Your Honor.
Okay, overruled.
So, Mr. Judd, your attorney was asking questions of your wife, where she said that you had traveled to Texas in 2024, correct?
Correct.
How long did you stay in Texas?
6 days.
Have you traveled to Texas on any other dates aside from the 24th and aside from the date that you got married?
Yes.
What other dates?
Don't have the exact dates, but I go once a year.
Okay, so you come to Texas once a year, correct?
Yes.
And all those times that your wife and the children traveled to Texas, you have known about it, correct?
Correct.
And you have provided the funds for them to travel to Texas, correct?
Correct.
You bought their tickets, and this last time you drove them across the border, correct?
Correct.
You were here after September of 2025?
No.
When was the last time you traveled to Texas?
September 12th of 2025.
So you were here September the 12th of 2025.
Yes.
Did you know that your brother and your family members were threatening your wife?
Objection assumes facts not in evidence.
Sustain.
So has there been any contact between your family and your wife that you know of?
Objection. What?
Yes. How many times?
Lots. Everyone's been trying to get the kids back safe.
Objection after lots of them.
Sustain. Are we still using the picture on the screen?
You can take that down.
Okay, go ahead.
Play the other video, the other one.
All right, and Attorney O'Vera, you have 2 minutes left.
Oh,
Judge,
another
I'm just gonna show
video.
one other video, which is Exhibit 13.
Trigger warning. Trigger warning. So far, shitty.
What? What are you looking at? What the fuck are you looking at? Don't fucking look at me. I can slap you.
Judge, I don't know if you could hear that.
I could hear it.
I heard
Okay,
it
and
too.
that's you in the background, sir, right?
Yes.
Yelling and threatening to hit my client.
Objection misrepresents that summary, that video, Your Honor.
Overruled.
Thank you, Judge. So, sir, how many other times have you threatened to kill yourself, aside from the one that we saw?
Never.
Never. Do you deny sending those text messages saying that you wanted to kill yourself?
No.
Do you deny sending that text message saying that you might kill somebody else?
No, but the context of it.
Objection, non-responsive after no.
Sustain.
Do you take it lightly when you make those threats, Judge and sir?
Nope.
So, sir, in what mental state were you in that day?
I was not good because of business and family.
Okay, and now recently on September the 4th, you're sending text messages to your wife again, saying your anxiety is through the roof, correct?
Correct, because I was not seeing my kids.
Objection, non-responsive after correct.
Sustain.
So how do we know that because your anxiety is through the roof, you're not going to hurt yourself or hurt your children?
I've seen mental health professionals and I don't have any diagnosis.
Okay, what mental health professionals do you see?
I see a family therapist, a counseling therapist
How long have you been seeing them?
for 2 years.
Okay, Attorney O'Vera, you're out of time. Thank you. The court does have a question. So I was looking at the orders that were filed with the court from the Canadian court.
Yes, ma'am.
One of them is entitled attempted service.
So we attempted to do formal service, Your Honor, Ms. Kalusik did. And there is a supporting affidavit showing that Ms. Butt's father, Salahuddin Khan, would call back that process server and facilitate service of process. That never happened. The process server went to the two addresses that we have here in Dallas, one being the Khan home, the home of Larry Butt's parents, the other being the home of, is it Salim, who is the uncle who lives in Richardson. And we were unsuccessful with personal service, Your Honor, at the two locations. And frankly, the affidavit will show you that things had been taped over the window of the door at one home, attempting to try to prevent the process server from being able to see in.
Objection, Judge. I don't believe that that is what was contained in the affidavit. Again,
Okay.
she's,
So I just needed to know what the attempt means. So was she personally served, yes or no?
To my knowledge, she has been personally served, Your Honor, through email and through WhatsApp service. And you will see that, you will see.
That was not my question because email is not personal service. Was she personally served like?
To my knowledge, she was not personally served. However, if you look at those Canadian orders, Your Honor, one of them validates service through WhatsApp and email.
Judge, that is after they had gotten that order signed. So if you look at him, he initiates his law.
I looked at that. I was just, I wanted to hear it from the attorney. What was she personally served? Because that answers my question on whether or not it was before or after. So I see that. Ma'am, did you
Judge,
have any notice prior to receiving what you received through WhatsApp? Did you have any notice of that Canadian hearing taking place?
No, Judge Bailey, I did not.
Okay. That's all the questions I have. I'm going to take this under advisement and look through the exhibits and compare them to the timestamps that are on the pleadings that are on file with the court, and I'll get you all a ruling out.
Judge,
Your
can I say one thing, just please?
Yes.
So if it were here on the special appearance, Judge, and that's what we're taking up today, Mr. Judd admitted to traveling to Texas on a yearly basis, and I think that makes the minimum contacts that we're required to make.
Okay.
And Your Honor,
You all.
traveling to visit family does not establish minimum contacts with the state of Texas. He travels on a Canadian passport, as do the two older children.
We're not going back and forth. Yeah, that concludes the hearing. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
We
you, Judge.
appreciate you.
Ew, what an abrupt ending. Oh my gosh. Now I'm going to have to look into the ruling that she's going to make and follow up with it. I didn't promise. I actually said as soon as I said that would fuck it up. What I do promise is that we're going to do some baking in the kitchen. We're going to be doing a Christmas baking series. First of all, I promise you, I didn't watch that first. I had no fucking clue what was going to happen. Secondly, we're going to do a Christmas baking series. Things that you can bake at home. Probably not the madeleines, because I had to order this special pan to make these madeleines. This special pan that turns off my green screen. What the fuck? Anyways, tune in next week to see that. Thank you so much for, oh, my step count, that's right. It was 17,104, but I haven't eaten anything yet. Tomorrow is probably going to be quite late. Maybe like 6:30, same time as tonight. But I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Yeah, those are Canadian steps. Oh, thank you. Oh, Bravo, I try and put my boobs in there for you. Diddle-doo, boobs. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for subscribing. We can convert that, Jen, of course. Guys, do me a favor. Remember that I love you, and I'm proud of you, and I will see you in the next video. I'm glad it was worth it. Thanks for all your support. That was quite an adventure. That was a crazy case. Thanks for being here. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye. Bye. I said bye. What the fuck? You know, as soon as I hit it, it will do it. You understand that, right? And then it'll double do it. And it's like it doesn't hear me. I love you guys so much. Have a great night. Okay, bye.